Good wishes, dear students. The concept you will be learning in today's class is balancing the redox reactions by ion-electron method. In the previous class, you have learned to balance by oxidation number method. In today's class, by ion-electron method. It's also an interesting concept you will enjoy, provided you understand the concept and you take enough and more practice for it. Whether it's an oxidation number method or ion electron method, the initial concept is same for both the methods. That is, you need to find out the oxidation number for different chemical entities that is present all over the reactions. Since I have done very clearly in the previous classes how to calculate the oxidation number, here I am not repeating the same way of finding out the oxidation number for all the chemical entities. Only those two chemical entities which makes the difference or which shows the difference in charge alone I have pointed out here. Because I told you in redox reactions, no matter how many types of elements are present, only two elements will undergo changes in the charges on the reactant side and on the product side, except auto-redox reactions. So now if you find out the charge of manganese here +7, you know how to calculate the charge here. Now the charge of manganese is here +2. And stannous chloride, the charge of stannous is +2. In stannic chloride, the charge of stannous is +4. So SnCl2 is stannous chloride, SnCl4 is stannic chloride. So the charge is +7 and +2, +2 and +4. So you have calculated the charges, you know how to do that method. After finding out the oxidation number, you need to identify exactly which element is undergoing oxidation and which element is undergoing reduction. What's the clue? I have done very clearly, I have taught in the previous classes. If there is a decrease in the oxidation number, it undergoes reduction. Reduction meaning gaining of electron. If there is an increase in the oxidation number, it undergoes oxidation meaning losing of electron takes place. So point number 1, you have calculated the charges. Point number 2, you have identified which element is undergoing oxidation and which element is undergoing reduction. Point number 3, you have to split and write in terms of oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction. Why is it so? Because we are going to add the electron in terms of reduction and remove the electron in terms of oxidation. That's the method called ion electron method to balance the redox reactions. It's nothing oxidation. Now which is the element is undergoing oxidation? Stannous. Now stannous is found in the form of a stannous chloride and stannic chloride. So I'm writing stannous chloride loses 2 electron to become stannic chloride. So the losing of 2 electron I have written on the product side. From where am I getting this 2 electron? Remember the number of difference between 2 and 4? 2 electrons. So oxygen, in oxidation, stannous is losing 2 electron to become stannic chloride. So the losing of electron we represent on the product side. Now come back to reduction. Manganese is undergoing reduction. Manganese is combined in the form of a potassium permanganate. So potassium permanganate gives us, that is manganese dichloride and a potassium chloride also I have written. I am omitting this water. I will come back to this topic later. Stannic chloride is already involved in the oxidation side here. So potassium permanganate, that's a manganese from +7 accepts 5 electron to become +2 in charge in the form of a manganese chloride. From where am I getting this 5 electron? Look at the number difference between 7 and 2 is 5 here. So on the oxidation side, represent the losing of electron on the product side. On the reduction side, represent the receiving of electron, gaining of electron on the reactant side. So you understand from where I got this 2 and 5. It's a difference found between from +2 to +4 and from +7 to +2 I'm writing here. So the second step, if you look at it, you have an oxygen on the reactant side. On the product side, you do not have an oxygen. So you have to add a water molecule. Now the question comes, how many water molecule you need to add? Look at the number of time oxygen is present. So 4 oxygen is present, hence you will add 4 water molecule. If 7 oxygen is present, you will add a 7 water molecule. So this 4 is common for an oxygen. So both the cases oxygen is balanced. Next we come back to hydrogen. When you add a 4 water molecule, how many hydrogens you are adding? 8 hydrogens. Now in this term, do I have any hydrogens term? It's not there. But if you look at the given question, you have a HCl, meaning hydrogen is found in the combining with the chlorine here. So I'm writing 8 times HCl. So we are balancing the number of oxygen 4 times here, 4 times here. 8 times hydrogen and 8 times hydrogens here. So step number 1, you've calculated the charge. Step number 2, write down which element is undergoing oxidation and which element is undergoing reduction. Step number 3, split and write them in terms of losing of electron and in terms of accepting of electron. This losing and accepting you will find based on the difference that is found in case of reduction and in case of oxidation. The next step, you need to balance oxygen. So in this case, you've got a 4 oxygen. On this side, you don't have an oxygen at all. So you have to add a water molecule. The question comes, how many water molecule? Look at the number of oxygen. So 4 times add a 4 water molecule. When you add, you are getting 4 oxygen on both the side. Hydrogen is 8 times here. In this question, we do not have an hydrogen at all. So look at the original question that is given to you. Hydrogen is combined with the chlorine in the form of a HCl. So how many times hydrogen you require? 8 times. So write down 8 HCl. The next concept, so you need to identify, make both the side the number of gaining of electron and a losing of electron equal. In this case, you have a 2 electrons here. Here you've got a 5 electrons. So what should you do? Multiply this step by 2. And multiply this step by 5. So both the cases, multiply by 5 here and multiply by 2. So 5 2s are 10 electron, 5 2s are 10 electron. The whole equations you can multiply reactions. So when I multiply, the new reactions that I get is 5 stannous chloride gives us 5 stannic chloride plus 10 electron. The next step, when I multiply here, 2 potassium permanganate plus the electron, I'll write it at the end. I'm writing 2 8s are 16 HCl plus 10 electron gives us here. That's 2 is common. The whole reactions you are multiplying. MnCl2 plus 2 KCl. 2, already you got a 4 water molecule, multiply with this 2. So you get a 8 water molecule. Now what we are going to do, electrons and electron gets cancelled. Always remember, when you are writing this oxidation and reduction method, gaining of electron and losing of electron should be in the opposite sides. If you look at it, it's on the product side in terms of oxidation. On the reduction side, it's on the reactant side. Opposite side they should be balanced. So you get cancelled here. The remaining term you just put together, you've got a 5 stannous chloride plus 2 potassium permanganate plus this side you have to look before the arrow, you got one more term here, that is 16 HCl. On the other side of the arrow you've got a 5 stannic chloride plus 2 manganese chloride plus 2 potassium chloride and a 8 times water molecule. Now let's check whether we are balanced on both the side. 5 times stannous here, 5 times stannous balanced one. 5 2s are 10 chlorine here plus 16 chlorine, together number of chlorine atom is 26. Now count here, 5 4s are 20. 2 2s are 4 plus 2 here 26. So both the side chlorines are also balanced one. Next we are left with the potassium. 2 times potassium here, 2 times potassium. So they are also balanced. Come back in terms of manganese. 2 times manganese here, 2 times manganese. So this is also balanced one. Count the number of oxygen you've got here. You've got a oxygen 4 times. You've got, I'm sorry ma, 2 4s are 8. Oxygen is 8 times here. 8 is also common for an oxygen, is a balanced one. Hydrogen is 16 times. Hydrogen is 16 times. It's a balanced one. So the method is not complicated. Just take enough and more practice. Thank you.